Hello. So I've been wanting to do this for some time now. It's just make a video highlighting some things that I wish people knew about me, and maybe to bring some awareness and understanding to something that's been going on with me personally and to others that I've known. About a year ago now, I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease. I have Crohn's colitis specifically, and it is a chronic autoimmune disease, which means it is lifelong. It'll never go away. There's currently no cure for it, and my body attacks itself. So it affects your digestive system. So it can be anywhere from your mouth to, your tail end. And your body attacks it, and it's just working in overdrive. And that's, something I deal with daily. So there are often things that are attributed to it that affect me, personally, professionally, socially, all of that. And people have no idea. And mainly because, I just haven't shared it with too many people. So I came up with 5 things that I wish people knew about this. 5 things that, number 1 would be fatigue. So I am tired all the time. There are days where I sleep maybe 4 hours a night. I just can't sleep, but I'm so tired. And it's basically because your body is working in overdrive, and it's just working, dealing with inflammation, everything that's going on, working extra hard to digest food, trying to absorb nutrients, trying to heal itself, and all of that just drains you. Just walking a couple blocks from my car to my office can just take all of my energy, and I'm just spent by the time I get to work, or walking to the mailbox, anything like that. Just simple tasks can just take all of the energy that you did have out of you. And so I may have plans to go to the movies, go do this or that with friends, or do this activity, or whatever, even grocery shopping. And by the end of the day, I just don't have it in me. So as excited as I may have been to do this and been planning and looking forward to something, by the time it comes up, I'm just like, I just can't. I just cannot take any more steps. I just cannot sit up for another hour. Like, I just have to go home and lay down. And it gets frustrating because, you want to do things, you want to enjoy life, you want to see your friends, and it can just be difficult. It can be hard. So that's one of the big things that I've been struggling with, and just having to force myself to do things. But sometimes I'm just like, I just cannot. I can't, no matter how much I want to. Number 2, that's really big for me. I've been experiencing this for the last couple months now, is arthritis. So normally when you think of arthritis, it's usually older people, or grandma or something. Like, it's not someone my age, but in all reality, arthritis is something that I've been dealing with, and it's been kicking my butt. So with Crohn's, you have a lot of inflammation in it can be in your colon, it can be in your small intestine, lots of areas. So when a flare-up is happening, your joints and other areas in your body can be affected by the inflammation. So my feet, specifically, in my hands, the joints in my hands get arthritis, and they've been really sore. It gets painful to walk. Wearing like dress shoes and heels can be killer. And that can be difficult too, especially when I do like a fashion show or modeling, or you just want to go out and look nice. And sometimes I'm just like, it's not happening. It's not happening. texting can be difficult, carrying things, anything that's, you know, you wouldn't even think twice about. When you are having an arthritic flare-up, your hands aren't having it. You're not going to carry that big bag. You're not going to be, you know, dragging things around. You're not going to be spending a lot of time texting and swiping and all of that. It's not going to happen. And another thing that's affected with the inflammation flare-ups are your eyes. So like right now, I'm like, my eyes are red, and it's not just because I'm tired, but I've been having inflammation in my eyes. So you can actually get iritis, where your iris swells, and when it's really bad, and you'll get like white blood cells in there, and your eyes can get swollen, your eyelids, all of that, and it can be like really sensitive to light. Just like at its worst, I looked like I got beat up. Like my eyes were just like literally like almost swollen shut. They were so irritated. So yeah, for all of that. And you know, there's a medicine for everything. So there's like eye drops to help that, and you know, all the medicines on top of the medicines that you're taking for Crohn's. And the last thing you want is to add, you know, another pill or another supplement or this and that on top of what you're already doing. But it's becoming a you know, a way of life, whether I want it to or not. It's just something that I'm learning to kind of deal with. Yeah, so the arthritis and just inflammation flare-ups. So the next one would be along the lines of this, because of the medication. Number 3 would be the poofy face, or moon face is what it's often referred to as. So from the steroids, a side effect is the bloating of your face. So you get like, you know, the poofy cheeks and all that, like your eyes and stuff. All of this just gets poofy and swollen, and you know, sometimes it's frustrating because I can see the difference. I know, you know, my face normally doesn't look like this, and the reaction from people, it can be like, you know, oh, you look great, or you know, it's fine, it's not that bad. And but you know, that's not really what you want to hear, especially when you're dealing with this and you may be stressed and whatever. You know, it's kind of like, you know, this isn't how I normally look, and it's only because of a medication that I have to take for this illness that, you know, I'm dealing with. So it's just sometimes it's just stressful, just one thing on top of another, and it doesn't always seem like, you know, you get the best response or support that you're looking for from people. And I don't think people intentionally, you know, mean that when they respond to different things like that, but those are the types of feelings that I have, you know, going on when I'm trying to express how I'm feeling, what I'm going through, and stuff like that. So the poofy face can go away, but it's one of the things, you know, that comes along with the medication. And from the steroids to help suppress your immune system, to help your body cope with the inflammation and make it better. So I've been on steroids this round for about close to a month now, and I'm actually like leveling off the dosages so that I can get off of the steroids. You really don't want to be on them long term, so I'm hoping that things kind of get better after this so that I don't have to continue it. So right now I have like an oral steroid to help with inflammation in my intestines and colon, and then I have an optical steroid to help with the inflammation in my eyes. So both of those, I'm kind of like being weaned off of them. So hopefully 4, which would be kind of anxiety, which I guess you can imagine dealing with all of this stuff is stressful. Just normal everyday life, you know, can be stressful, and to add this on top of it can be overwhelming and exhausting. And there's some days where I just don't want to deal. I'm just like, I can't go on, and you know, it can be kind of melodramatic. But in reality, you know, no one wants to deal with this. No one asks for this, you know. So it's just kind of been like a learning process for me, figuring out everything, kind of like coping and dealing and all of this, just like trying to, you know, keep going through life, but now having this autoimmune disease. So it's just been stressful. So just I'm learning coping tools. I'm learning different ways to get out frustrations and things like that. So I hope to have more videos on the things I'm learning through this journey, because there's been some good times, there's been some bad times, and it's all most, you know, learning. Life is about, and I've been doing a lot of it in the last year. So then number 5, which is probably, you know, the biggest thing that I would like people to understand that happens when you have something such as Crohn's disease, is me, and I'm sure, you know, I'm not alone in this, is you often fake being happy. You fake being well. It becomes a part of just what you do. You know, you see people in the greetings and you're just like, good morning, hey, how's it going? How are you doing? How was your weekend? You know, what'd you do? And you don't want to be, you know, the negative person that's just like, you know, well, actually, I've only slept 3 hours in the last 3 days. You know, I really want to be in bed right now. But, you know, you don't want to be like, actually, I'm terrible. Like, my feet are swollen, my head hurts, I can't see out of my left eye, and you know, it's not going away, it's not going to get any better. You don't want to be that person. So you just get used to smiling and be like, oh, you know, it's good, you know, I'm here, I'm doing okay, and you know, the weekend was wonderful, and all of this, when you're not okay. You're not feeling well, you know, things aren't going to be well, and you're just kind of like faking it. You just, you know, fake it till you make it, fake the funk, and you know, I'm here, I'm smiling, you know, yay. So that happens often, quite often. But yeah, if people could just understand those 5 things, I think would be a great start. So fatigue, the arthritis and inflammation and swelling, the poof face, anxiety, and just, I'm not always okay, even if I say so. So I think one of the things like I often wish is just like people just check in, like check on your friends, your strong friends, because I feel like I'm often, you know, the person that people comes to when things are going on, or like that go-to friend, that person, you know, would be there, and or the person that wants the help and stuff. But then there's often days where I'm just like, you know what, I wish somebody would check on me. I wish, you know, somebody would ask me how I'm doing. Can they do anything for me? Or, you know, things like that. And it doesn't always happen. I don't know. I don't really have answers to anything. It's just kind of learning process, me going through things, me figuring things out, and getting to know myself and, you know, this illness. And yeah. So those are 5 things that are big for me and with Crohn's disease. And I hope to make more videos about it, and just my adventures through life and learning how to, you know, keep going and all of that while having this illness. I recently joined a support group, which has been really good, really, really good, because there was just times where I was like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can take another pill. I don't know if I can go to another doctor. This just is not how I wanted to live life. And after joining this group, I've met people who are feeling the exact same way. People are having same reactions to medication. The people who, you know, are having the same thoughts about doctors and different things. And just knowing I'm not alone. It's not just me. Other people feel this way. Other people, you know, have these thoughts, experiences. It's been a huge relief, a huge relief. And yeah, so I hope that you stick around and you come back and check in with me and see how things go, you know, in the future and with all of this. So thanks for watching, and subscribe so that you can, you know, get alerts and see what comes next. So until next time, bye.